Hey folks, I'm Rob. We're back with another Player 2 Plays, and we're continuing on the look at interesting games within Atari 50. This episode is going to feature a few on the Atari 7800, which was of course the second console they tried to position as a successor to the 2600. They brought things back a fair bit after the 5200, and we're going to look at a couple of games in its library. Again, there's a few more here than there are for some of the other machines, but it's still not a massive selection of games. So we're going to look at Asteroids, which is one of the first. It was actually built into 7800 sold in Europe and Australia, whereas in America it was available on cartridge. So it's Asteroids, as you'd expect, but obviously you don't get the fancy resolution of the vector display of the arcade game. So they've gone for something a bit more visually traditional, I guess you'd say. And I reckon it works pretty well. I mean, I love just seeing the Asteroids have the little animation of it. But this is essentially Asteroids as you know and love it. There are some cool features for two-player mode. Obviously, I can't show those here because it's just me. But being able to you play cooperatively, working together to clear out the Asteroids, which kind of can come in handy on some of the later waves where there's just so many when you're not careful. Ooh, okay. Another wave just about cleared out. I mean, you know Asteroids. Clear each screen of them. Break the big ones into smaller ones. Try not to get hit by the UFO. Use hyperspace when you're desperate. All of that stuff, really. And it's a good port that plays pretty solidly. Which was the 7800's value proposition. Another way to play these arcade games at home. But the thing about it is, because the 7800 was delayed, that value proposition was a little less attractive when it launched, because by the time it did, the NES had started, conquering living rooms everywhere. And it conquered living rooms, and so people were looking for something a bit more than what you got in arcades. And so when your best games are mostly games that are arcade games a generation behind in terms of design and mechanics from what people are experiencing elsewhere, you can see why the console didn't do so well. Which I think is a shame. I mean, I think there's a lot of cases where had it come out at the same time, it might have had a chance. Ooh, I've been shooting too many there. Oh, well, I'm going to keep that brief because that's Asteroids, and that's really all it offers. I just wanted to sort of show what games were like at the start of the lifespan of the console. Now, I'm actually really good at Dark Chambers. I can get quite a bit of way into it, so I don't want to show it because it'll take too long. But we are going to show probably one of the most... This is one of those ones, Ninja Golf, that gets a bit of the meme-worthiness. So let's dive in. It's a bit quirky. I mean, martial arts fighting and golf. Normal. The music is pretty painful, and I'm sorry for that. The most difficult test of all. 9 holes of Ninja Golf. So, basically, it's a golf game. And so, the thing, of course, is being that as you need to you hit your ball and then you got to run. So you don't really have like the notion of stuff you'd find in a traditional golf sim, like your club selection and whatever. Just gotta just hit the ball. And avoid all, you want those, because that's more shuriken. And I just wasted them, nice. And so you got some health. I won't lie, this is kind of a bit awkward on the Switch controller. So the next thing we need to do is we need to try and head to the green. Oh no! Oh. We're almost on the green. And you'd think you'd be putting, but no. You're throwing shurikens shinobi style at this dragon. And that's how you finish a hole. And he's been defeated. And that's the first hole of Ninja Golf down. This game is such a ridiculous prospect, but I actually genuinely don't mind it. It's such a ridiculous prospect that I love that it exists. I do not know what that thing throwing. Alright. Let's putt. Okay. Gotta be careful now. Oh, we gotta be careful because we're gonna hit the... We don't want to go on the sand trap. Ah. Oh. One life down. Oh no. Oh, no, I missed the health pickup. No. Alright. Can we get to the green? Yes. And now we're gonna run through the sand trap. Alright, out of the sand trap, back on the fairway. And we're on the green. Second hole. Cool. 2 holes down. Did a bit better that time. Got some health. That was much needed. Alright, we're almost at the next, at our next, almost at the net, at the ball. Alright. Oh! Alright. Now we're underwater. Yes, we're underwater. And we can apparently hit the ball like this, so... Oh! Yes, this is pretty ridiculous. And it is to try again. Digigolf is pretty ridiculous, but it's the fun kind of ridiculous, and I think that it's honestly one you should check out. It's such a silly concept that it's actually kind of fun in that kind of naff it's good kind of way. I reckon we've got time for one more game, so we're going to look at Fatal Run, which is one of the last games released. This sort of channels a bit of the Road Blasters vibe. And I actually had a very nice run before I accidentally recorded this without the audio, so... But the idea is you are... The goal with Fatal Run is you're basically delivering... The world's been ruined by a virus. Sounds familiar. And you're delivering a vaccine, and ultimately you need to get to a bunch of cities to drop it off, and you've got to get there quickly to save people. Along the way, you've got people trying to run you off the road so they can steal it for themselves, because jerks. And of course, you've got to try and get your way to far enough in that you launch a rocket containing enough to save the whole planet. It's the 80s, what do you expect? Video game plots are kind of nuts. Anyway, so you're driving here, you've got this sort of, you've got your car armed with a bunch of things, machine guns, smoke screen, oil slicks, a shield. And you can see you've got, you know, various systems, like my front bumper is now apparently damaged, and fuel. And the idea is you've got to just try and complete each leg as fast as you can to save as many people as possible, because you'll get bonus money for that, which you can use to buy stuff for your car. Now, I mean, this is sort of the thing that shows the climax of what the 7800 is. It's not an... It's a machine that was designed for those arcade games. And so something like this is definitely a little unconventional for it. And it does a pretty good job. The sound, of course, is lacking because the 7800 was designed really for more... It was designed to have sound chips on the cartridge, and only a couple of games did that. None of them are featured here. And the internal console sound was basically that of the Atari 2600. Which is why Ninja Golf was so painful to listen to. But anyway, we're coming up close to our destination. We should get the little warning soon, and we should see that the city come up over the horizon. There we go, there's the city, and we're almost there. I wish it had a distance counter or something, but it doesn't really, unfortunately. But we made it to town, and we get the stats of who survived and who didn't. So, memory serves, there's 15 per town. And so, yeah, we did okay. But now we've gotten to town. we need to get some repairs. So first thing is stock up on fuel. You always stock up on fuel first because, yeah. Alright, let's have a look. Check the car for damage. I think the car is fine. Engine, I haven't got enough of that. I think tyres are okay. Though, didn't have enough to upgrade the gas tank. In the sense that it could carry more fuel. Oh, we forgot to repair the front. Oh no. Ooh. Take that. Yeah, we used the nitro, got a massive speed boost. Probably not as much as I'd have liked, I think. I think we're gonna have to live with that. Hopefully it helps us still get there for enough time. Oh, there's it. Nice, got some machine gun ammo. And we got something else. Just there. Oil obtained. Nice. So you do occasionally find power-ups on the road, which is handy. But they're not common. It's not like road blasters, which... Oof. We're a good way through this second stage at least, so hopefully it won't be long before we get the message that we're in the city limits. Tell you, the scaling is a bit of an odd one. Ooh. We're gonna have to do some repairs this after this stage. Like the road scaling is so weird. Like, that's probably one thing that's annoying. Is like, yeah, 3 pixels, suddenly big car. We've got to be almost there now because I think I saw the approaching city message. There's a power up, which was more machine gun ammo, thankfully. Now I've just got to get over to the last part of the stage. I hope. I think we've taken a lot longer though, but we're coming up on the horizon, thankfully. Let's see how we did. Just... Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. So, first thing is more fuel. Now we need to look at some car repairs. So, tires are good. Alright, I think we're okay. But we need that front thing. Alright, let's roll. Stage 3. Yeah, I didn't get any of the fancy rear upgrades. No oil and smoke, unfortunately. I'd spend all the money on getting the car repaired. I do wish there was a distance indicator. Ah, nice. Tyre repair. Very nice. Another power up. Machine gun ammo. Nice. Okay. I swear, so far this third stage has not been as tricky as the second. Though I'm sure I'm going to regret saying that now. Alright, switch to our shield. Now, one of those things you've got to believe is that this also got released on the Atari 2600. It's also available in Atari 50 to play, but I think I much prefer it here on the 7800. I'll just say that much. I think there's just a thing that's a little too much for a machine. And I mean, if you watch the episode where I covered the 2600 games, you know, I highlighted Solaris, which is like one of those absolute masterpieces there. Fatal Run on the 2600 is not. But we're doing okay here. I think we're close to the end of this stage. There's the city limits. Okay, we made it. Let's see how we did. Oh, wow. We did really well on this one. I guess not. Alright. Actually, top up on fuel. Yeah, we could get the bigger petrol tank now. Unfortunately, no other weapons around. Boo. Stage 4. I would have loved being able to get some secondary weapons, but they didn't have any in stock. What were those jerks doing? That's okay. We got the car looking better. And this is definitely like, it's not groundbreaking incredible, but it's definitely a game I've been having fun with. And I think this is one of the things that's really important when looking at Atari 50. It's just celebrating the fact that there are many of these games that are naff, you know, but I think that you can still... But I think being able to, like, get some enjoyment out of them anyway, and be a little more open to them, I think will get you really far with this pack. Because the arcade games are all pretty much awesome. They're all top tier. The 2600 library is a bit good and a bit mostly rough. And the other libraries, you know, the 5200, the 8-bit computers have rather small libraries included. Though, of course, the 5200 includes Star Raiders, and, well, that's a GOAT on this pack. It's one of the top games on the pack. The games here on the 7800 are all, like, mixed. I don't think there's any that's really terrible. They're all pretty decent. Lynx is some slim pickings. It's probably the most disappointing selection of the lot, because a lot of the Lynx's best games are all conversions, arcade tie-ins or whatever, and many of those obviously aren't going to appear here. It's a bit of a bummer. That'll be coming up next anyway, so and then the Jag, and then we'll round out with the reimagined games. I've been having a really good blast just walking through this pack. But how we're doing anyway? I think we're getting close. Got to be getting close to the checkpoint. Approaching the city. Cool. Take that. Alright, so we should do it. Yep. Horizon, switch over. Yep. Like, how far away is that pickup? Like 1 pixel. There, no. Ah, more oil. Nice. Alright, we got more repairs to do this time around, by the looks of it. Alright. Let's see how we did. Alright. Ooh, we got a password. Nice. And a TV. Alright. Let's top the tank up. Cool. Engine. I think the tires are pretty good. You know what? I reckon I might call it there. I'm having a bit of a blast with Fatal Run. I've got a password. You have too now. Eagle1. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this part. I hope it strikes your curiosity. Like I've said, as I said in the review, Atari 50 is an essential way forward for classic games collections, and I hope that you are encouraged to try it out, and I hope this little series has been inspirational for that. As always, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more from myself and other members of the Player 2 crew. Check out the main site for, of course, more reviews, write-ups, and more, and podcasts, and with all that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.